Hello everyone again and welcome on back to baseball here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. My name is Sean and I did not mean to hit that button. Today we're playing game number 2 against the Boston Red Sox as the Seattle Mariners here inside of franchise mode, inside of MLB The Show 25. New games every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Today we are taking on Garrett Crochet, 2-0 with a 2.45 ERA. Luis Castillo was on the bump for us, 2-0 with a 2.36 ERA, so it could be a good pitching matchup for us. We have a lefty, so we're going to need to tinker with our lineup just a little bit, and we're going to need to be nice and patient. We were able to get to their bullpen. We got one kind of funky home run early in the game yesterday, but then it was kind of that one, it was that 7-run 8th inning, I want to say, where we were able to do all, I guess, 7/8 of our damage. As we were able to eke out an 8-0 victory. I say eke out because it got weird. That 7-run inning was weird. More so than, like, good. Confusing, kind of. We're 17-6, 4.5 games ahead of second place, and only 2 teams, ourselves and the Angels, above 500. Let's jump in and play the next game. Alright, let's get funky with our lineup here right after I put myself vertical. Play full game. Road, that's fine. Fenway Park. Castillo. So they put lefty left, the switch. So they put, we're going to put him there and then Bliss at second, Dylan Moore is at second because Polanco's the DH. Put Shenton on the bench. Damn it, baby. Okay, actually, I'm good with that lineup. They still have a pretty strong lefty heavy lineup. It's most of the the first 4 batters and then one more. So we'll get to use we'll probably use both lefties, one righty. I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting game. We didn't necessarily struggle with it yesterday, but it was something that we needed to take and make sure to take a note of today. Luis Castillo has been dominant on the mound as of late, and Luke Raley is destroying the ball. 386 batting average over the last 11 games. Crochet has also been dominant. Tristan Casas has been hitting the ball well, 397 over the last 16 games, so a higher batting average over a slightly larger sample size. Wu had a big game on the mound yesterday against the Red Sox. Shenton had 2 home runs, and the bullpens looked good, 27.2 innings pitched, 32 strikeouts, and a .33 ERA. Around the league, Brian Wu struck out 10. Manzardo and Gonzalez and Jacob Wilson all snapped some slumps with multi-hit performances against their respective opponents. Jake Berger smashed 3 home runs against the Athletics. And Caleb Durbin, number 24, Milwaukee struggles, struck out twice in his debut. Forgot about the farm report. There you go. 8-14, 5-11. Great looking farm.
First pitch coming your way next.
Oh my gosh. Invisaligns. Holy moly. Let's see.
So almost ready to get underway and on the hill in this one, Garrett Crochet.
Well, last year kind of around the league.
Confused myself there for
ERA,
a second.
and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the
All right, here we go. We want regular season. Game
Not
number
everyone's gonna
20.
pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win.
That's fine. That's a cutter, and I almost knocked my controller off my lap.
That kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Okay. It's a 4-seam at 99, a cutter at 93, sweeper at 86, and a circle change at 90, sinker 97. Ooh, that's not a great swing. We did a good job yesterday of just being able to get the pitcher out. We were able to get the damage done against the bullpen.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
We had trouble getting this lineup taken care of, but I think that's just going to be a problem because it's a lot of lefties. They have a lot of good players.
Hard time catching up.
He swings and
a little under it there.
Bregman is under it. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. It's Singy against the southpaw on the mound. The Skippers loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boog. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off.
Tactical.
Here's Donovan Solano.
I don't know that anyone's ever described my lineup setups as tactical, but I guess there's a first for everything. He's missed a couple sweepers up high.
And the first pitch misses
That's a
for
surprising ball.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Up the middle.
Darn it. That sweeper ducked in at the last moment a little further than I was anticipating it, and I didn't adjust to further. I was here when I needed to be here.
That one finds the corner.
Okay. That's fine.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creep
It's on the outside. Okay, never a strike.
2 out spaces.
Good take there.
Outside
That's a good take as well.
It's 2-1. Fastball is
There we go.
outside.
There we go.
Comes up empty. That's
Way
strike
too
2.
late.
Fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
Hit in the
Darn
air,
it, a little
center
under
field. Rafaela
the
drifts
cutter.
towards it, and
Hey, but that's
that
okay.
is
We
that.
run the count full. We drive them up to, we sit at
We'll go to the
8.
bottom of the first.
That's at least a 6-pitch
0-0.
at bat, so about 13, 14, somewhere in there. Could have been 8 after the first pitch. Either way, we have 10 plus. We're in the double digits. That's a good start for us. We did that yesterday. We had a couple good innings. The first 2 innings, we were able to get that pitch count about 13 per inning, and then we kind of started to get a little too aggressive.
3 if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you
A lot
start
of
to get to the
fastballs
second
in that
and
last
third
at bat
time
against
through the
Julio.
order. So we'll see how he incorporates
We'll
all
see
this
what we can do here against this Red Sox lineup.
In for Boston, Jaron Duran. That's a strike. Castillo, a former All-Star.
We're 17 and
He
6.
features a four-seam
First in the
fastball,
AL West, which is a little
slider,
surprising.
a sinker, and he works in
The
a
Angels have
changeup.
really struggled. They are in second place. I believe they were 12 and 10, but they got out
That
to like a
finds the mark on
6-0
the
start.
inside corner.
So they're 6 and 10 over their last, or 4 and 10 over their last
But called a ball. And
14
that's
games or so. It's not been good. Strike zone looks a little short today.
on the ground to third, and it gets by him. Around first and hustling for second.
Man, I just continue to not understand how to play the field at the Rose Arena.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Man at second. That one off the mark, and it's 1-1.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit.
Nicely done. Okay. Yoshida had a few weird at-bats in yesterday's game. It was a little... It was very confusing at times. So it's 4 straight lefties. Bregman breaks it up, and then it's that little righty lane at the bottom of the lineup. I think is going to be helpful for us today.
Frustrated, you're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Rafael Devers, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat.
Let's see if we can get a strikeout here. I'm going to go fastball high inside.
By the time he was 26 years old,
I'm a little surprised that was a strike call. I think we had some interesting calls in yesterday's game as well. So that's a weird way to start.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now batting Tristan Casas.
Okay, so that strike zone's loosened up a little bit.
Type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Runner at third, 2 away.
Ooh, fouled it off.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
There we go. Huge strikeouts there for Castillo. Let's go.
Inside. Nothing in the first for Boston.
That's big.
Fenway, no score here.
That's why that was an opening double. Maybe second hitter. Whatever it was, we were able to strand it. Okay.
New inning getting started.
12 pitches for Crochet.
Mitch Garver.
So not quite what I thought. I couldn't remember exactly when I looked at that 8.
Garver getting the starting
Get
catcher,
some
34-year-old vet, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in New Mexico.
Let's get some good takes, some smart
Larry
takes
Bullard,
here.
Our umpire behind the plate.
Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes he'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
Kicks and fires. And another ball. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship.
I actually like that sweeper there.
You see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're
Taking
all
the way,
trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
3-1, and he couldn't come
Okay,
up
hey,
with
we
it.
didn't swing. Our AL pitching war leaders, all 3 Mariners.
Just missed his spot.
Wu, Gilbert, Castillo.
Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it bangs off the monster. Here comes Garver.
Oh boy.
The relay. He's safe.
We're good.
It's 1-0.
Let's go, Polanco. Let's go. Off the monster. Fuck yeah.
That's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate.
Perfect, perfect.
You want good balance, barrel directly to the base.
Well, that was way up there. He played it a little bit odd off the top wall. I was just going to try and go second and third, but I'll take it.
Digging in, J.P. Crawford. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
We'll go single. We'll go single. We'll go single.
Runner holds
Probably a good thing that we did stay single.
Here
we go. We had some weird base running issues lately. Let's try to clean that up a little bit.
But he put a great swing on it.
That's a lefty-lefty matchup right there.
Let's
take a look. Rafaela, yeah. 90 strength, 95 accuracy, a diamond out there. That's a great hold.
Not great in the OBP department.
Return.
But kept close. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. 1 run is in.
We'll go first to third. We're good. Nice double. Okay, we're seeing the ball pretty well here. Really struggled in those final 2 games, and most of the game against Boston yesterday. The one kind of funk yet, I'd argue a fluke home run. We're getting out to a good start here. Both of them inside the ballpark.
Opportunity right here. Cut on and lifted in the air. Drops into the glove. Both runners tagging. He'll score on the sac fly.
I'll take the sac fly. It's fine. We're getting a little too aggressive with the swings here, but I like that we were able to at least drive in a run. I think it's good aggressive base running as well. So.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact a game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
Oh boy.
And that one is popped in the air, shallow center. Bregman hauls it in, 2 away.
That's not what we're looking for. Darn it.
Here's Victor
Slow down. That was a sweeper way up top.
Robles Davis.
That's fine.
With some
Let that four seam come in. No big deal.
Here comes the 0-1.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances.
Step out.
Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Two outs. Got him. Larry Buller.
There was no reason to swing
runs
that.
for him here,
I don't know why that's been so hard for me to figure out.
It's the Mariners
Those
3
freaking
and the Red Sox nothing.
Pitches that move across the entire zone. Just a nightmare for me.
Back here at Fenway Park, bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the second baseman, Alex Bregman.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Okay. Forgot that I was going to put my phone on a charger. I also thought that it would be easier to reach the
Solano.
Reach the power strip, but I don't want to take everything out, so.
And quickly one away in the second.
Power got knocked out here recently, like within the last week or so. Came home early from work, and the power came on, and I needed to use it for MLB The Show. And boy, does the PlayStation just...
Definitely one of the best arms of the sport.
God, you better turn the PlayStation 5 off correctly, or it will find you in your sleep.
The catcher can never give up on a play because if this guy thinks he has a chance,
there it
he's
is.
throw from the warning track if he has to.
Next offer.
Beautiful pitches. Beautiful.
Ball one there.
That was real bad.
He was trying to miss by that
really,
much.
really bad.
0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Let's go with a circle change. Have we shown him that yet? No. We can go same spot, different speed. Oh,
that one is blasted left field towards the monster, and it's off the green monster. Relay to second, and in there with a double off the wall.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess.
Okay, a little too cute there. Didn't get a great jump on it. Didn't really matter. Thankfully, the green monster prevents a home run for each team, really.
And now, Connor Wong. First pitch, and it just misses. One out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series.
There we go.
For a strike.
All right, one away. Blue Jays doing some good work for us, so we appreciate them.
Right side, foul territory. Rayleigh hauls it in, and there's two away.
Okay, that's what we're looking for. I love a sinker low inside to a right-handed batter. We did go with slider outside, but it missed. And just try to jam him, and
so far this year. It's
that
only
worked.
Late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around
that
soon.
doofus.
This guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things.
Love that pitch. Let's go, Castillo.
As well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over and save. Couldn't recover from the misplay.
Well, with two outs, I'm thinking he had his mind on getting the dugout so they could get to hitting. All it takes is just a little lapse in concentration. So now let's see if his pitcher will pick him up.
Here's Trevor Story now. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
One strike.
And
that was a really bad slider. Very lucky. All right, let's try to jam him inside.
Gonna count 1 and 2. Abreu, the runner at third. Rafaela on at first with 2 down. The next pitch misses. 2 and 2. To third, Solano.
Get there, Solano.
Throws
Thank you.
The diamond, and the inning is
over. So we survived the error.
They trail in this one 3-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Donovan Solano.
We already did that. Okay. Let's slow things down a little bit.
And that's in
It was a nice inning. We got 3 runs last time, but it was still only about 12 pitches. Or I think it was actually 14 pitches.
See if he can save the bullpen some.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Oh my God, that cutter. I looked at 2 really good pitches and then swung at the worst one. It's an 0-2 waste. We have to let that go.
And that one is
And
lifted
then we're
in the
late
air.
or good and under it.
2 away. And
Not
now
great.
Here is Mitch Garver. The walk and a run scored his first time. Strike 1.
Well, he threw that fastball right.
We're actually lucky that I was too late. That would have popped it up.
You gotta think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Over the monster into the streets of Boston. We are now up 4-0. Hell yeah.
And they add on. It's 4-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Hell yeah.
Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
You'd love to see a little 2-out damage.
Next offering misses down and away.
There we go. We're going to get this up to about 10 pitches or so this inning. This is number 9.
That's off the
Bring it back. Thank you, Polanco.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
2 down, nobody on. That one
That's a good take. It's a really good take.
He never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That was a walk. That was a walk. Step out.
Elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to.
Looking in that location. We were looking down in this area.
2 outs. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Wait again. All right. Hey, let's drive that count up a little bit. This is number 40. And he got me. That should have been a walk twice. Too busy thinking about the fucking pitch count. God damn it. That's 2 of those that I think we saw in that inning, or maybe it was the last 4 outs or so. But I don't know why that pitch just goes all the way across the zone.
Back here in Boston.
Not doing a very good job of being anticipatory of the movement.
Oh, he doesn't
That's
get the call.
a strike.
Ball 1.
Okay. All right.
And that's in for a strike.
Okay. Really needed that call. 1-1's fine.
Late with the
Here's
swing
a
there.
nice, not a well-located slider, but fooled him enough.
Popped up
And
to
we
the
get the pop
left,
out.
into
Okay,
foul
okay.
ground.
So I don't think it cost me any pitches.
And it's caught for the out.
Actually, no, we would have struck him out
Just
on the
couldn't
slider.
get off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good.
Thinking about it.
High level,
We were doing that
but
kind
they're
of
just
math
about
yesterday.
impossible to get the barrel to.
Now it's the DH, Masataka Yoshida. Swing and a
If
foul
I cost
back,
myself
and
a
that's
run,
out
it
of
would have been
play.
here, and then there.
Got the bat going too
I
soon,
am
strike 2.
shocked he was that early on that. That was wild.
Got him.
There we go. There's a nice
Third of the
way to
game.
paint that outside.
Rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there.
It has been such a funky set of at-bats for Masataka Yoshida. I keep anticipating him, like, we're really fooling him with that high, tight fastball. I know that was
his first time up.
high and away, but
And there's a
we saw that
foul
have a
ball.
lot of success in yesterday's game.
Got him
There we
looking.
go. There
He's
we
notched
go.
4 strikeouts now.
Okay.
1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
I like that we have multiple innings with runs scored. I like that we got 3 in the
And
third,
welcome back to the ballpark.
or 3 in the
All
second,
set
excuse
for the
me,
start
1 in
of
the
inning.
third.
Now it's the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. The
That's a
shortstop
good
takes
take.
the ball.
Well,
God,
he
we
hasn't
needed
quite
just
settled
one of those
out
in the
there.
last at bat
4
that we
runs
had.
in 3 innings.
Ugh.
He's going to have some quick 1, 2,
1
3
on,
innings
2
to pitch
out.
deep into this ball game.
Oh
Swing
my
and a
God.
missed that by a mile. And the count is
That was
1
an
and 1.
awful
Boston's
swing.
bullpen with some activity. Brian Bayo getting loose out there. Bernardino also throwing.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That one
Okay,
not
there we go.
close. 2 and 2.
Come on, lock in.
Spoils
Okay,
the 2-strike
foul it
pitch,
off.
and he'll
That's
see
fine.
another.
For some reason, I thought that cutter, pitch number 2 that we swung at, was going to be a
2-2.
sweeper.
And that
Didn't really
shot
matter either way. It
misses.
wasn't going to be a.
Really good take.
wasn't gonna be a
especially 2
strike.
strikes.
That one
Okay,
misses.
all right. Hey,
So
we work a
leadoff
walk with
walk.
Crawford. Let's go. Bad swing.
Left fielder.
And now Alex
Randy
Cora
Arozarena.
is
We're
out
getting
of
into the
dugout,
bullpen
and he
early
will make
here
a
at the
move
top
for
of the
bullpen.
fourth. Let's
Eric
go.
Crochet is done, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
They must be bringing in a righty. Yeah.
So the Red Sox go to
Brian
the bullpen.
Bello.
Brian Bayo.
Bayo.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. Tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Man at first, nobody out. And now for Seattle, Randy Arozarena doubled his first time up.
Sinker 97, slider 89, circle change 90, four seam at 98.
What about the fans?
Boy,
at
way
Fenway?
too
Would they
late.
let
And
him
thankful
have it
because
from
we were
time
going to
to
probably
time?
be under it and
They're
pop that.
definitely intelligent baseball fans, which is awesome. They're not waiting for something to happen.
Go
They
back.
can smell a big inning or anticipate a situation setting itself up.
Ball to strike. And a strike.
Okay,
One
that's
thing
fine.
I found
That's
that was
fine.
very cool was making a great play to end the inning and running off the field and getting a standing ovation, even at times when you're not a player on their team. As long as you're not winning, they will celebrate and applaud
Damn
a
it.
great play on the field. These fans here, they love and respect baseball.
Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. Just missed.
There we go. Last 10 games, 9 runs for Rayleigh. That's good news.
So, Boog, you went to college
Okay,
in
let's
this
take-
town. What was it like
take
for you
that.
being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We
Thankfully
bought standing
foul.
room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom Verdansky.
We were right there,
The
just
Red Sox
way too
would
late.
End up losing to the Oakland A's in the playoffs, but that's one of the things that I'll think about in terms
Okay,
of memories
all
from
right.
going to college and going to Fenway.
Gotta let that
Man,
go.
at first one away. Still 2-2
Early
after
again.
the foul ball.
I mean, right on that circle change and that slider.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field.
Unfortunately, just
Rafaela
going to be an out.
settles
Darn, a
under.
little under, but the timing was better, so at least made
Hauls it
some
in for the
adjustment
out.
there.
Dylan Moore digs in now. He's 0 for 1.
Ooh,
Hard hit
darn
left
it.
side. They get the force. That ends the frame.
Get the walk with Crawford, but nothing else. Darn. Okay.
And we're back.
Leading
And here's the first
off for the
baseman,
Red
Tristan
Sox.
Casas.
First baseman
Is hitting for
Tristan
that pop.
Casas.
Came out of the gates really strong.
First pitch, just misses.
I mean, it didn't just miss. It was a strike.
Just missed.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
Next offering is in for a
Huge
strike.
pitch right there. Really needed that strike. Call?
Check swing,
Okay.
called strike.
It didn't matter. It was a strike either way.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there.
Really needed that 2-0 strike call, because otherwise we are looking at a 3-0 count.
The swing, just couldn't do it.
But fell behind 2-0.
Bregman swings
God,
through
the
that
slider
one,
did not
and
dip
comes
that
to
time,
the
huh?
plate for the second time today. And that misses. 1-1.
One strike.
Fought off foul.
There we go. There we go.
Cruising along.
Now we're starting to get into a groove here.
I'm telling you, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Willier Abreu.
2 down, bases empty. Willier Abreu will hit next. Out to short, Crawford. Throws
Out
to
number
first.
3, okay.
3 up, 3 down, inning over.
So through
Nothing doing
4,
for
we're up
Boston.
4.
They trail it here, 4-0.
We're into their bullpen.
Back in Boston, ready now for the 5th inning. And now it's
Leading off
Victor
for the
Robles
Mariners,
up to
right
hit.
fielder Victor Robles.
Bayo back to work. Bayo goes
Outside,
6
that's a
foot
good
one,
take.
195 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Out
That's
to
a bad
short,
swing. That's a 2-0
Story.
count. Come on.
Slings to first, one away here in the 5th.
Shouldn't be running out of
Donovan
patience
Solano
this
up
quickly.
next for the
Third baseman,
Mariners.
Donovan
0 for 2
Solano.
in this one. That one's in there.
That's
0-1.
fine. Even if that
One out,
last one's
bases
going to be a
empty.
strike anyway.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field.
Oh, we got there.
Abreu makes the grab.
Damn.
And
Okay.
they're 2
Thought
down.
that might.
Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners.
Thought that might drop in for kind of a cheap hit.
And
It
that's
did not.
That's a ball.
the inside edge. And it's 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Not
That's
even
outside,
close there.
never a strike.
Now 2-0. Popped up. Bregman on the move.
That can't
Grabs
that
it on
can't
the
be a
run.
swing.
And that is that.
He's not a four-seam fastball
And 1,
pitcher.
2,
It's like his
3 go to the
third best
Mariners.
pitch at
They lead
best.
4-0.
Oh, that's disappointing. And it was a quick inning, which is kind of a problem as well.
Bottom of the inning. And
Leading
now it's the
off
catcher for the Red Sox,
Sox.
Connor Wong.
Catcher Connor Wong.
Strike on the
There
inside
we go.
corner.
You know,
So
these
we
Red
can get
Sox
through this
looking to string
lineup
together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for
twice
them yet.
in,
They've had their chances with runners in scoring position,
5 innings.
but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations. And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
This
One of the things that I did not mention at the beginning of the video was that I do tend to struggle after a big offensive outburst. Like 8 runs is a lot, especially coming off a couple of games where we scored like 1 and none at best. I do have a tricky time doubling that up. You know, making that effort happen a second time. Doubling it up is a weird way to say it, but
as he swings through it.
0-2.
And down on
There's a
strikes
nice
he
strike.
goes. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Well, just
The
excellent.
strikeout totals were much higher than I anticipated they would be. And with some of the games where it feels like we've given up a lot of hits, I'm surprised with it as well. But when we're not turning double plays, I think that's been helpful because it gives us extra batters. It sucks because I'd love to turn more double plays, but I guess in this scenario, it's actually not the worst.
Able to produce an outcome, it seems like within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
The Red Sox down by 4, last half of inning number 5. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. Red Sox go down 1-2-3.
That was
They're
an
down 4-0.
incredibly generous strike. I am a little surprised we got that call. But that zone, I think, is widened up a little bit as the game has gone on.
Leading off
And now
for
it's
the
the
Mariners.
cleanup.
Whether it's us being rewarded for pitching on the edges effectively, or he's just getting tired because they're not doing anything.
That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Garver with the solo home run last time he was up.
He swings and fouls
Foul
one.
outside.
Right through the
Oh, God, it was a
One up, one
0-2
down.
count. Fuck me.
And here is Jorge Polanco.
For some reason, I thought it was 1-1. I don't know why.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
It's a bad at-bat.
And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Really?
Now batting.
Oh, you know what? For whatever reason, I'm an inning
Now
off.
at the plate.
Garver had that home run in the 2nd. Or the 3rd.
Hit
Stay.
well, right
Stay.
field,
Stay.
way back
Stay.
and
Stay.
gone.
Let's go, J.P. Crawford.
He shoots one out to
2-run
right.
blast.
It's
Let's
6-0.
go. Hooked it
Chris
around
is
that
already
foul pole.
back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
One out,
Probably
bases
one of
empty.
those, like,
Now
only
it's
in
Randy
Boston
Arozarena.
home runs.
And there's a strike on the outside
Okay.
corner.
All right, so we're up 6, so we can leave Luis Castillo in a little bit longer. Third time through the order gets a little bit dicey. We can warm up some arms. That
Swinging
was
a
a
foul
slider we
straight
probably
back.
should have annihilated, but
Still only one out here in the
not
inning.
able to adjust to it.
That
One
misses
ball.
the
Time's up.
Two
zone.
strike.
Now 1-2. And there's a ball. Knocks that one away.
Fouled
and
away.
We'll do it
Okay,
again.
keep that.
2 runs
keep the at-bat
across in the
alive.
inning, and we're the top half of the 6th.
Ooh,
Swings
got
through
me with a
that, and
slider.
it's a strikeout.
That was a
And there's
really
2
bad
down.
Well,
swing.
that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there. Waste no time there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile
Go
like
back, go
that.
back.
In the dirt,
No reason to push our
Rayleigh.
Push
off
our
the
luck
first
here.
and 2 away. Next offer
That's
is
fine.
in for a
That's
strike.
fine.
Next
That's
offering is
less
foul
than
back.
fine.
There's a swing and a drive. And it hits off the monster. Throw cut off to second. And
Safe.
he's safe. It's a
Did not realize how close that was going to be. Good hold on at Rose Arena to make sure he didn't go past third. Wanted to send him home.
Man. Just a really strong, balanced swing. And
But it was a better play off the Green Monster.
And it is probably out of here.
Back to the top of the Seattle order.
I mean, that's out of here in a lot of stadiums.
Up
But...
next for the Mariners. 0 for 3 in this one. Up the
Oh,
middle.
no.
Story. Handles, throws the
I tried to cheat up a little bit because he'd missed some pitches up there, but
across to score in the
damn.
inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 6-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show.
It's a bit of an unfortunate end to that, but it's been a problem for us so far this season.
Back here at
Like, we get the home run with Crawford, so that it paints the picture a little bit differently, but there have been too many times where we don't do a whole lot, and then we get runners on or in scoring position, and it's just...
And it hops over the wall for an automatic double. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Masataka Yoshida.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can.
Never put up the bullpen arms I wanted to. Can warm up Saucedo, and it's probably Snyder.
Run it down.
Man at second. That one pushed to the left and foul.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And there's a ball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And there we go. Nice sinker on the outside.
So
Didn't dip the way that I thought it was going to, but stayed on that outside edge.
Disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
And a strike to Devers.
Well, he can figure it out after this series.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now at 10 Ks with
There's
still a few
no
innings
way.
left, so
There's
expecting
no
to add on to that
way
total, and
that
pitchers
ball
aren't gonna
was a
allow
strike.
strikeout per inning. I mean, that's
Not
excellent
a
work. The way it
chance.
looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Now a chance for Tristan.
I cannot believe that was a strikeout call. And I'm betting that the batter would feel the same way.
Bottom of the 6th. Check swing, called strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Stays alive.
Okay.
Man on second, 2 down. Foul ball still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against
Come
mistakes.
on.
But that's not what that pitch was.
2 outs. Fouls it off.
That was a
Still
horrible
1-2.
slider. That was a god-awful slider.
Just missed. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Fans
Got him.
another,
Okay.
and that's 3
That sinker has been
strikeouts.
real good
Make
today.
it 6 shutout
Really,
innings for
really
him out
good.
there now. It's the Mariners 6 and the Red Sox nothing. Welcome back as we take a
All
look
right,
at
we've
how
struck them
today's
out
starting
11
pitchers have fared
times.
so
A couple of
far.
them have been a little questionable. As we take a look at today's stats, Crochet 3 innings, 4 runs, 4 earned, 4 hits, a couple of walks, 3 strikeouts. Goose eggs where we want to see him. No runs, walks, or earned runs.
That one
Bayo's still in here.
swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Next offering upstairs.
That's a good take. That's a 4-pitch walk. We give him a bad swing.
That That one
Okay,
misses.
we draw the walk anyway.
Leadoff walk.
I'm really surprised he's still in the
Maybe a
game.
loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much
Now
gifted at
batting,
first base
the
with a
center
quick
fielder,
free pass.
Julio Rodriguez.
Man at first, Julio Rodriguez getting ready to hit. Out towards right center field.
Man, that sinker was
He makes the grab,
hittable.
one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Garver in the box
That's a
here.
great
Lets that
take.
one go for a ball. Next
That's
off
not a
from
good
his foul
swing.
back. Solano over at first with one away.
Man, those sliders are staying up.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Okay.
That one just misses.
Really
Actually, a
good
little
slider.
surprised that
He's
that
up
did not
there
get called a
just
strike.
hoping
Some of the calls
that
we've
it
gotten
ends
today.
up off the plate away.
Spoils that one, and it
Alright,
remains
that's
2-2.
not a good. It's okay.
And that one hammered
Mitch
out
Garver?
towards left field. That
Contact
one back there,
swing
and it is
destroyed?
gone way over the monster. Another homer. His second home run of the game.
So we've had
and they
two
add a
games here
pair.
in Boston,
It's 8-0.
and both games have had
That's
one
his
of our
99th
hitters
career
hit 2
homer.
home
Well,
runs.
he's probably already
Shenton
thinking
in the
about
last
next
game and
one,
Garver
and
in
don't
this
wanna think
one.
too hard because you'll start to struggle.
Garver,
Really
I
nice
think, had
number to get
97 career
The
home runs
slider
going
right
into
down
this
the
game.
middle
I
of
think
the
he's at
plate.
99
It's
now.
like slow motion for a hitter. You're just
Wow.
licking your chops, waiting for it to arrive, and you want to hit it a long way, and he did.
That was a contact swing.
Manager out of the dugout now. And
This
it looks
one
like we'll
is
see a
this
change
that
on the
has
mound.
got to be on
Ryan
Cora.
Bayo won't go any further tonight. And as he heads for the
Bayo,
dugout, we'll take a
I
quick
can't
break.
believe they
New
left
arm
him
on
in
the
those
mound when
extra
we
2
get back.
batters. Clearly lost command.
Now pitching.
He was able to induce a
Brendan
couple outs here and there,
On a
but
pitch out of the
Number
pen here.
83.
He's into the game.
Hard
The
dog.
base is empty.
Bernardino.
okay, so back to a lefty
Jorge
here.
Polanco. Up next
Polanco
for
will
the
flip and
Mariners.
switch to the right side. Sinker, curveball, cutter, slider.
That one missed.
He's got it outside.
And another
That's a
ball.
good take.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Polanco's 2 for 3.
That's down and in.
3-1.
Fastball for a strike.
Okay.
Full count now. That's a walk. Went with the cutter again,
Whoa,
but
whoa,
couldn't
whoa,
find
whoa,
his
whoa, whoa,
zone.
whoa.
Well, looking for a swing and
Whoa.
miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good
That
take to earn
cutter,
that walk.
boy, it was a bad
J.P.
swing.
Crawford gets
Those
a
are the
chance to
pitches
hit.
I've been
He's
struggling
already
with. It's a
homered here
lefty
in this
pitcher
one.
to a righty batter. That cutter comes all the way across. For whatever reason, just
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Josh Winkowski up and throwing. Hendricks also getting ready. The 0-1. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field.
Crawford having himself a heck of a game.
Back in. Lead
And that's a
runner
couple of
holds
hits
at second
against
with one
left-handed
gone.
pitching, which is always
Nice
good.
game at the plate for
Randy
him. He
Arozarena.
looks locked in. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
0-1.
Squirts away a little
okay.
bit.
Curveball early on it.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss.
Okay.
That's
Rosarina.
And he asks for time before the 0-2 pitch.
Let's step out. We're falling apart here.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Early? Real early? No,
Traffic
good.
on the bases with 2 already in to score here in the top half of inning number 7. And look at
And they plunked him. Let's go. That's huge. That's huge. We gave him a couple of horrible swings.
Luke Raley. That misses the zone, and that is ball
So
1.
Blanco, Crawford, and Rosarena.
1 out, bases
Get out to
full.
that 420 marker. Maybe we can start sending some people all the way around, but
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
And
that's
a
fine.
strike.
That's fine.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's
Yanked it.
downstairs and outside.
Good
Bases
take.
loaded. 1 away. That one misses, and that'll
That'll
bring
walk
home a run.
in a run.
Got
Let's
himself into a mess out there,
go.
and now forces home a run with the wall. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Now it's the second baseman, Dylan Moore. Not
1 ball,
close with
no
that
strike.
one. 1-0.
Crawford, Rosarena, and Rayleigh now. Rayleigh with
On
82
third,
speed.
Arozarena on second.
We can
Rayleigh
push
at
things with
first,
his
1
speed a
gone.
little bit.
Next
That's
offering
fine.
in
That's
there
fine.
for a strike.
Probably want to
that
try and tee
strikes
off
out.
on that, but we don't need to give him a bad swing. And we
In the
did.
dirt.
1 and 2.
Oh, we
Nothing
don't even
happening on
give
the
him a bad
bases, though.
swing, and then immediately just a heinous swing on a
Asks for
curveball.
time now. Chance to take a breath with the bases loaded. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit, 1 run in already.
That's fine.
Another comes in to score.
Hey,
It's
we are up
11
to 11 runs now. This is
I
wild.
think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Brennan Bernardino done for the night, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
This was right about the time in the game where we started to play pretty well, so we really need to make sure that we are getting to their bullpen. We can have some success. We had a little more success against their starter today, so that's a positive.
I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Victor Robles.
Ball.
In the dirt.
Go
1
back.
and 0.
.97 on a fastball slider at 90 and a knuckle curve at 87.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to
1 ball,
chase.
1
They
strike.
can live up
I
to the
was-
zone all
I was just
game
too
if
geared
hitters
up
will
for it.
chase That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Doubled up on the
It might be
fastball.
time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Hacks and
I
misses.
don't know.
It's a
I don't know.
Boog gets talked about
It's
a lot, but
it's
a good
abysmal.
high
It was too
fastball
late on
in a
all
two-strike
3 of those
situation. It's
fastballs.
just
He threw the
become
one
such a
knuckle
problem
curve.
for hitters in more recent.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And there's a hit. The run comes in to score from second. Goes to third.
All right,
in
let's
there.
go,
And now
Solano.
they've got runners at the corners with 2 outs. Julio Rodriguez, the next to hit. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the
Ooh,
majors.
got me with a slider on that.
They
That's okay. That's okay.
That'll end the inning.
It's a bad swing on that slider.
Attack on 6 more as they just continue to turn it on in this one. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Mariners 12 and the Red Sox nothing.
We just don't see that, and we can leave.
Back as we take a look at their upcoming
we can leave Luis Castillo in. I don't care. We're up by a dozen runs.
And that drops in for a strike.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound. Notice how they're swinging too early or too late. That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
Nice play,
Crawford.
Crawford.
First in time. And the leadoff hitter set down.
Kind of hard to believe we even have, or no, hard to believe we have an error in this game.
Lets the defense work
Kind of a hot shot to Crawford. But.
Abreu stands in now and watches. Strike 1. The M's up big in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Right through there for a strike. Here's a high chopper. Moore. Tosses to first.
Nicely done.
2 up, 2 down.
Okay.
Now batting, the catcher, Connor.
2 outs, base is empty. So stepping in for Boston, Connor Wong. Yeah, that's it for a strike. 0-1.
Tonight, his
We've been looking pretty good, but that slider's been not looking great. It's caught a lot of the plate at times, and it hasn't dipped down to the low outside corner, and that's been a concern. The sinker, thankfully, has like balanced things out and looked great, but that slider has left a little movement to be desired.
Moore makes the grab,
Right.
and that'll
It's
do it.
through 7. We are up
scoreless
by a
inning,
dozen
and now
runs. We'll probably bring in
7
Emerson
shutout
Hancock
frames.
to clean
It's
this up.
the Mariners 12 and the
Wrap
Red Sox
this up, I
nothing.
should say. I thought the lefty, this largely lefty lineup, largely lefty lineup would give me a little more trouble from a pitching perspective, but been doing all right.
Hendricks back to work. Hendricks, multi-time All-Star, 36 years old, and he's a native of Australia. In the air, right field.
Just too
Abreu
late. Darn.
puts it away for the out. 1 down. And up next for Seattle, Jorge Polanco. Up
One
and
ball,
in.
no strikes.
Ball 1.
Inside.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a foul ball.
Foul early? Yeah, a little too anticipatory of the fastball. We were ready. I was ready to rear back.
1 down, base is empty. So
Darn
a foul
that
ball
knuckle
makes it
curve.
1 and 2. That's inside.
That's inside. 2-2 here.
2-2.
Swing and
Okay.
a ground
Hey,
ball,
nicely
base
done,
hit right
Polanco.
field. So a man aboard now with 1 away. So up next, J.P. Crawford. He's already homered in this game. Foul
Under
ball
it.
there.
They would try to go low for the double play, but stayed high. Tick early on that fastball, which means that if you'd thrown anything slower,
Just
it would
missed.
have been way early.
1-1.
And it's fouled away.
Gosh darn it. How are we so early on this?
And now it's 1-2. The
Two
shortstop
balls, two
takes the
strikes.
ball.
Okay.
Just off the outside edge. 3-2 now.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Okay, hey, way to work a walk. Crawford, a 3-for-3 day.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the
batting,
plate.
left
The
fielder,
game plan that he's
Randy
sticking
We've
to.
been in a
He's not
great
going
flow
outside
with
of what he's
J.P.
looking for
Crawford
up there.
today.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one back there. And it bangs off the monster. One run across.
Probably could have gotten there with Crawford, but I think we're okay. 13, a baker's dozen.
Now
Let's
batting,
go.
first baseman,
I thought that was going to be a
Luke
home run,
Away
but
runners at second and third. And
I'll
stepping
take
in
it.
for the Mariners, Luke Raley. And that is
too
out of play.
aggressive, very late.
Pitch
One ball,
misses.
one strike.
1 ball, 1 strike. And that clips the inside corner.
Okay, we're good.
1-2.
Inside. 2-2.
Inside. He's willing to go inside with 2
At third,
strikes.
Arozarena at second with 1 away. And now the count filled up 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Up the middle, base hit, 1 run is in. Now a long throw home. Save! In comes the run from second.
15-0?
Now batting,
Here
center
comes
What?
the skipper out of the
Dylan Ward.
dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Liam Hendricks gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Pitching for
New
the
pitcher
Red
for the
Sox.
Red
All
Sox.
right, Walker Bueller coming
Well,
in.
they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score.
I
right
can't
where it
believe
is.
that we are
Seems
continuing
like a
to do
tough
well.
task today
Where
with the way this
were
lineup is swinging it.
any of these hits in Toronto? Because even that 3-2 game was pretty
And now for
rough.
Seattle,
97 on a
Dylan Ward.
fastball, 93 on a cutter, 80 on a 12-6 curve, sinker 97, sweeper 85.
High fly ball out towards left center. Rafaela right there to make the
Not
grab.
terrible
And there's 2 down.
contact.
Now batting, right fielder Victor
So, man aboard. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Victor Robles. First
1-0.
offering misses badly for
outside.
ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's
I'll
2-1.
take that. Ooh,
Swings,
boy,
fouls it
broken
off,
bat.
and he breaks his bat.
Really late on that. That's probably a 3-1 count.
And it remains 2-2.
Oh, and that's just a miss. We 0 for? Yeah, we're 0 for 5 with Robles. One for 6?
And that'll
Okay,
fall
I'll
for
take
a
it.
base hit.
A 1 for day.
To
Not
Ward.
great, but it's fine. We've had some pretty poor at-bats with him,
Up
so...
next for the Mariners.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in
Oh,
another
boy.
run.
Ground ball left side. Devers throws on to first.
That wasn't a good...
That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 8th coming up. Seattle leads this one 15-0.
15. That's one of the achievements I still would have to unlock in
Back now, new pitcher
the show
on the mound
24
as
is
we
winning a
roll in
game
the
by
bottom of the
24
8th.
runs.
Emerson
Emerson
Hancock.
Hancock.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him. So
This might be the lowest leverage appearance he's ever had. 15-run lead.
Attack the strike zone.
Rafaela in the box now. No balls and a strike. Hard on the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out. Here's Trevor Story. And that drops in for a strike.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Good job to fight
come
that
on.
one off. Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance.
Let's go.
2 down, base is empty. And next for the Red Sox, Jarren Duran. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a ground ball. And that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. And
damn, we actually probably could have got him. It's a bad throw on my part.
Through behind in the count right there. With a pitch away, that's exactly what you want to do with it. Drive it the other way. And right there, just barely able to keep it fair down the line for the double.
Man at second. And that one hit to first. And that's a foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Fights that one away.
Come on.
Still 1-2.
We're fine. We're up by 15. We don't have to be. We don't have to start getting irritated.
And there's a ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and
that sinker, that low away sinker today has been giving Yoshida a little trouble.
Have to waste 6 or 7 pitches.
Really?
Man on second, 2 down. That one the other way. Solano. Inning
Nice
over.
play. Okay. All right. Yoshida's at bat looked a little bit better in that one.
Start the bus. They're down 15-0.
Start the bus. Yeah, warm that shit up. We got to get to the hotel
This
room.
game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
Oh, okay.
The wave around the ballpark.
Damn.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated? Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now the DH, Jorge Polanco.
That's a 12-6 curve.
Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit.
Gosh.
They get it in quickly.
Working station to station with a 15-run lead. If I could do this a little better with, you know, in tighter games or down.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Acrobatic throw for 1. To
Safe.
Not in time.
Safe. He grounded into a fielder's choice, so unfortunately that drops it to a 3-for-4 day, but a couple of walks. Crawford had himself a hell of a game.
Just off the outside edge. And that's ball 1.
The Green Monster robbed us of 2 home runs, but they also robbed the Red Sox of a home run as well. So
professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
That misses. Ball 2. Scale of 1 to 10. How good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Here at the top of the 9th. That one fouled off.
I'll never
Late.
forget the time that I
And
cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
Big dome?
it took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because
Blows
Damn
by.
it.
He passed him. That's a strikeout.
That's okay.
Mariners leave a couple as they can't add to their
I think there's
slim
some double XP
15-0
going
lead.
on right now, so this is a good time to put 15 runs up on a team. Not exactly sure how long the double XP is running, but
Back
it's
inside
running.
Fenway Park.
All right.
Devers at the plate.
Devers is 0 for 3 strikeouts.
Rafael Devers.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Nasty pitch right there. No balls, 2 strikes. Hammered, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Okay.
So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas. That's in for a strike at 95, and it's 0-1.
well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Goes down
Really?
looking.
We're up by 15. You really think I'm going to be toying around with you?
Alex Bregman.
I want to get the hell out of here. It's bottom 9.
Strikeout. Right through there for a
The
strike.
sliders just have not slid today.
You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
0-2.
Devers leads off first with 1 away. And he gets Bregman.
What is happening?
Now only 1
Why
out.
are they bored too?
Interesting. He's looking very
Now
comfortable
batting,
out of the
the right
stretch
fielder,
after giving up the leadoff
Junior
single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So
Abreu.
they haven't
Whoa.
been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
1 strike away.
Come on.
2 outs. Got it in.
The sinker has been absolutely
Well, we saw complete domination
incredible
in this
tonight.
one.
Like, it's,
Offensive
I
scoring
cannot
from
believe
the
how
ball
many
out, and then the pitching
just standing there looking
nails.
strikeouts we got with the
Down the
sinker.
opponent. This team did
Wild.
everything right today.
Also wild is a 15-run victory. That is, I think it's only the second time we put up double-digit runs. We did it against Texas where we actually needed them. And we did it in this game where we were kind of just flowing. Just feeling it, and we lead the series 2-0. We secure a series win, which is pretty huge. Castillo goes to 3-0. We lead the series 2-0. Yeah, this was a really weird game. We got on their starting pitcher, put 4 runs on him. They pulled him early, and then we just did more damage to the bullpen. I think, so that would be what? 11 and 7? 18 runs on the bullpen so far this series for us. Unless there are 2 more runs attributed to the starter that I forgot about. But they definitely left in Bayo a little too long. Well, they weren't down by a ton. I mean, they were down by 4, and they left him in like a batter or 2 too long, and then we were able to put it to 6, and then we got 6 in the 7th, 3 in the 8th. I like this spread of runs. It always, like I talk about, it doesn't always have to be 15, it doesn't have to be 6 in 1 inning or whatever, but I do like that, hey, we got something in the 2nd, the 3rd, the 6th, 7th, and 8th, multiple innings in a row with runs. That's good stuff. Even if you cut that in half and it's 6, 6, 7, 8, nothing, whatever. That's what I like to see. Don't love yesterday's because it was 1 run and then it was 7. But I like that we scored in 5 different innings. Mitch Garver is your player of the game, 3 for 5, 2 home runs, 3 runs knocked in. He scored 3 times. Crawford was 3 for 4 with a home run. He knocked in 2, scored 4 times. Jorge Polanco was 4 for 5 with a double, knocked in a run. He scored 4 times. Randy Rosarino was 2 for 5, a couple of doubles, knocked in a couple of runs, and he scored twice. Luis Castillo is your winner. 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 11 strikeouts, no runs, no walks. Garrett Crochet only got through 3 innings before they pulled him. 4 earned runs on 4 hits, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks for him in the game. Jaron Duran, he was a problem. He was 3 for 4 with literally 100% doubles. If he made contact, he was going to second base. Wilyer Abreu also had a double as well. And I don't know if that fifth hit was, let's see, Red Sox, doubles. So it looks like it was just those. And the other hit must have just been a single Devers. All right. I mean, we had a couple of doubles, a lot of RBIs. Just an incredible game for the Seattle Mariners today. 15-0. Baffling conclusion. The fact that the game yesterday you could kind of call like a tight 8-0 run or 8-0 win, even though that sounds like absolutely ridiculous. We only led by 1 for most of that until like the 8th inning when we scored 7, and then that was when we were able to break it open. But this one just kind of, we got a couple of innings there where it was 4 and 6, and then just doubling it in one inning is wild. So we have outscored them by a score of 23-0. 23-0 through the first 2 games. We didn't even score that many runs in Cincinnati. And we crushed that team, but 15, only the second time we've gotten into double digits. We've had 8, 7, some bunch of 5s, 9-1 against the Athletics. All right, I'm going to go ahead and advance the day up by 5.5 games. Everyone except for us with a losing record. I guess there is a 500 in there. Let's go ahead and manage the file because I don't have any packs to open, but I do want to show you that you can get some packs. They are happening now in Diamond Dynasty. So if you go shop, packs, buy packs, they have the Spring Community Challenge. Free things. Tier 1 contains a silver bat skin or equipment item, gold sponsorship item, and a show pack. So we'll claim it for free. Then this next one has a gold bat skin or equipment item, a gold sponsorship, and 3 show packs. Oops, did not actually want to do that. And then this last one has an Egg Hunt Deluxe pack, a gold or better bat skin, and a diamond bat skin or equipment item, and then a diamond sponsorship. So let's go ahead and we'll just rip all these. Bam, bam. Franklin sponsorship. What does that mean? $20,000 per stolen base. We don't really steal a lot of bases, but that'll work. Go ahead and rip this one as well. I think because we won so largely today. Yep, just making sure that I want to open this one. Ooh, diamond. Sponsorship. A couple of new ones, and then we get the Egg Hunt Deluxe. I think we'll go ahead and open this Deluxe Egg Hunt. Let's see who we get. It is a diamond player. Who do we have? A relief pitcher. Oh, okay. I'll take a guy who spells his name correctly. I appreciate that. Add the bullpen. What is he? He's just a relief pitcher. We're actually in pretty good shape, so we'll go ahead and pull Munoz out, except for I like throwing with him. He is the weakest link in the bullpen, so go ahead and promote him. And there you have it. A bunch of pack rips. Those, by the way, are available for like 2 weeks. So if you haven't gotten them, get them. And then you have the Egg Hunt and the April Spotlight and all that sort of stuff. So there you have it. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll get you set for franchise real quick because I do believe I advanced today. It's Tanner Houck, 1-3 with a 5.27 ERA. Taking on Bryce Miller, 1-1 with a 4.98 ERA as the Mariners take on the Boston Red Sox. We're looking for a sweep. We'll see if we get it. How big will the margin of victory be? Who knows? Don't typically double up on those big explosive offensive outputs. in multiple games, consecutive games. So I guess prepare for a letdown. I don't know. Subscribe over here. Ring the bell down below. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Playlist updates every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time. This morning's video is up there. It is a new Mountain Dew taste test, so check that out. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Good sports. Go Mariners. Have a great rest of your night.